as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's 10. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Switch. Hey, box truck.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They are led out by their quarterback, former 4th-round pick in the 2018 draft from Richmond. It's Kyle Lauletta.
Set 18 Gator. Check safety. Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 91 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All down, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go. 52.
Now Allen again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Undercut. Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Fighting to stay upright. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He'll find Metcalf. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dawson Knox, his 11th touchdown on the...
Touchdown. We got to roll. Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. Down. 60-yard. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Laletta. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Back now comes the offense. Madden Spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Balaj. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards.
Brown 80.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. 56. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Now.
On 1st down, Lauletta will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Lauletta looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready, set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got you. I got you. Let's go.
Lauletta on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Lauletta back to the air. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Lauletta nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Lauletta, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run here with the line. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Check 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 5.
On first and 10, Lauletta firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. It's Lauletta off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And that's complete to Adams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing now is Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Hey, check my 80. Check my 21.
On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down the line. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. This will hold. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike, check.
From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Single. Hey, exit.
Allen now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive?
Got it? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Wrap it.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Lawletta looking for a first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they can't bring him down. 22 yards there, a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Lauletta now to throw it. Lauletta hit, and it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll find Metcalf. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Squeeze, double. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get 15 and a Giants first.